Alright, we are back for round 2, and apparently playing 18 lands doesn't help you with avoiding one lander, so there is that. That one is kinda clunky, I'm still gonna keep though. Expedition Map is a fine top deck, it does give me the green for the Recluse, and for any other green spell I could wanna use. It's funny that my deck is playing 18 lands plus a map plus 2 Harrow, and I've been mulliganing 3 times out of 3 games, I think, because I did not have enough land drop. I guess I kept a 1 lander last round, but I only opened 1 lander so far. Ooh, a red deck. That could go wrong really, really quickly for me. Okay, Explorer's Cup is not bad, but it's not the most threatening thing. So basically they can attack, and then if they reveal the card off the top and if it's a land they can play it. If they have something like a plated Geopede here, it could it could be quite growth. Hedron's Crabbler is a much weaker version of the Geopede though, so I'm not too worried. It's good though. I mean it's fine. No, it's not good. It's not a good card. You should probably not play that, but it's fine with the scope. Like, if my opponent gets a bit of value out of the scope and hit me for 3 a few times, it's gonna be decent for them. But in general, yeah, 2 cards are not great, but here they combine pretty well. But it will really depend on how lucky my opponent gets. But at some point they will hit a few lands and that's gonna be good. Plated Geopede is the nut though. So I would assume they top deck that, otherwise it's much better to play that before you play this, because you get a lot more damage, so it's kind of weird. So I guess they top deck that, otherwise it doesn't make much sense, I think. Sea Stalker was a good one. I'm gonna just drop that. Like, red is not well known for its flyer, and this gives me a blocker. Next turn it's probably gonna be the Sea Stalker, and then hopefully I can just stabilize the board. If they reveal a land of the scope here, I take 8. That's quite brutal. That's quite brutal. Pretty nice start. And this is more the kind of thing you will see in this set. Then the last game, which was kind of weird against a white-green slow mid-range deck. Like, this is more classic Zendikar, if you will. And I think I'm getting destroyed here. The board is quite solid. Yeah. I mean, the opponent might not have match left in hand, so I'm not sure how this will go. I don't know, we'll see. This is a good card. If they have a removal for the Sea Stalker, I'm really in trouble too. Yeah. If they don't have a land though, I don't think they want to attack with the Geopede, so... And if they get a land here, it doesn't matter since they did not attack with the 2 other creatures. So all in all, I think things are not going too bad. And now I can tap the creature which is equipped by the scope each turn if needed. So that's not too bad. If I draw land, it's nice because it gives me 2 activation of the Sea Stalker in a few turns. Ooh, interesting. Grim Discovery. It's not looking great right now. So, things are not looking very good for me. Hopefully I can hit land drop, and if I don't, I can cast most cards from my deck. Kinda want to drop the Ether Figment. I could just cast it without Quick Kicker, but it's just not good if I do that. Yeah, I think I want to hard cast that. If my worst case scenario, my opponent eats a land drop, they attack with everything. We trade here. We block there, and we take 6 down to 6. And then next turn, if we draw land, we can just stabilize the board very efficiently, until we get to 7. Then we can start Heartstabber, Mosquito. Okay, they did not hit a land drop, which is good. Because I really don't want to block the Minotaur with the Sea Stalker. I mean, this card just wins me the game if it stays on the battlefield long enough and if I don't have too much pressure. So I think it's pretty important to keep them around. And I cannot afford to take a hit from that thing, I don't think so. Hellfire Mongrel. Kinda annoying. Harrow is among the best card I can draw right now. Things are not going super well. Though I guess as long as my opponent doesn't hit land drop, I don't take many damage. It's 2 or less. Yeah, it's not gonna happen very soon. This is quite mana intensive though. Yeah, I really want to hit my land drops now. Harrow is among the best card I can draw. And I'm at 9 facing a fairly big board. Though I guess the Scrabbler and the Geopede are not that great, but my opponent just, if they hit a land drop, it's kind of bad for me. The good news is that it seems they don't have a removal for the Sea Stalkers, which means they might not have a removal for the Royal Elemental if I can get there. At my face, okay. Interesting. Pretty bad, I would say, in general, but I dropped a land here, which is really nice. I don't think I can afford to play my Royal Elemental, and anyway... Maybe I'm just dead. Maybe they have another Spiral Barrage and I'm dead. I could see that being something. Mono Red is a solid deck in this set, that's for sure. So let's tap this. And the Mongrel, I guess I might as well. I could like make it like I have a cancel available, and then they don't go for burning me. But I think tapping 2 things is better. But if they have another barrage, I die. Okay. Yeah, that's you know, that's more like what Zendikar look like. Just an aggressive start, a bit of landfall, and then you get burned out. That's pretty much the essence of the set. And I don't think I could have that match. I mean, Spire Barrage is very good if you have if you are mono red. Red is one of the best colors, so you cannot really. I mean, it's pretty hard to end up in mono red though. But the opponent managed to do that, which is good for them, I guess. Mono red is probably one of the worst matchup for me, and I don't have anything inside that's looking particularly good. Yeah, this is looking like a very tough matchup for me. I'm not sure I can do much about that though. Again, I think I mentioned that a few times, but my deck is not a conventional or what I would call a good Zendikar deck. It's more of a funky deck that will struggle against most opponents. Just because it's not, again, it's not really what you want to be doing in this set. Just durdling around, trying to cast big stuff. You just want to be aggressive, play your 2-drop, attack with your 2-drop, and so on and so forth. Yeah, playing adventure gear and stuff like that. Like, if they drop a Geopede here, then I get hit for 5 next turn? It's just brutal. Yeah, they have the Geopede. Like, if you want to win in Zendikar, that's what you should be aiming at. I'm certainly not a good example of what should be done. So I guess I'm getting hit for 5 next turn. Yeah, that's brutal. If not more. I don't think they can hit me for more, unless they have the scope to and reveal land. Then it's quite brutal. It's already pretty brutal. But yeah, this is what you should be trying to do in Zendikar. And Punishing Fire, yeah. That's about as brutal as it can get. So I can ramp for 2 and then next turn cast the Heartstabber Mosquito. But I'll be at 10. So yeah, I don't think we are winning this game at all, or this match. My opponent has a very solid deck, and probably what is the worst matchup I can ask for, given what I have. Berserk, okay. Basically give first strike to allies when it enters the battlefield. It's a fine card. Any good 2-drop is good in this set anyway. I mean, just a 2-1 for 2 is good in this set, as weird as it may sound. It's Harrow. Harrow again. I want 2 islands here, I think, so I can cast my Roll Elemental if I top deck it. Yeah, despite casting a, turn 5 Mosquito with Kicker, I'm still quite in a bad spot. It's decent, but like, it's not really... Again, it's not what you should be trying to do. Like, I'm really getting destroyed. And here, it's not like my thing can even block these. They just need a land to attack. If they just have 2 of the Spire Barrage in hand, I die. It's looking very, very grim for me. Don't really want to take the damage, but I don't really want chump block either. But that's good. I mean, this is nice because you can see what a good Zendikar deck looks like. Which you certainly could not see last game, because neither my deck or my opponent deck were good. I guess that I should not play my land here. But I don't think it will matter. I think I'm pretty dead here. I'm only gonna beat. My draws were not good this match, but I still think that with good draws it would have been very... I mean, my good draws against my opponent good draw, I think they win. I guess if I have good draw and them, they have a mediocre draw, maybe I can do something, but not winning match, I can turn to GOP'd. Interestingly enough, they did not put this here, but I guess I might be just dead to Spire Barrage anyway. And they have 2 of these in their deck, so yeah. Like, even if it's not in their hand, I don't really see how I'm winning that. Yeah, alright, we are dead. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's a good Zendikar deck. And that's why I think this format is not so fun or great to play. I mean, it's fun a little bit, but just... I think it's the most aggressive set that ever occurred in Magic the Gathering history. I might be wrong, but at least it's the most aggressive set. At least I feel it's the most aggressive set I ever played. And I don't think that any set that's older than Mirrodin, which are set that I know less because I started playing approximately at Mirrodin a bit later on, but any of the older set I would call, I don't think any of those sets were super aggressive. Creature were just not good enough. And control was much better at the time, at least from what I've heard. So yeah, I think this might just be the most aggressive set ever, and my opponent deck is probably the most aggressive deck you can build in the most aggressive set. So that's what honestly that's what you want to be doing. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the draft. If you did, feel free to drop a like, subscribe, leave a comment, share the video. All of these are appreciated. Thank you for watching, and see you for another one. And yeah, I have a pretty spicy Eldritch Moon draft coming in a few days. So stay tuned, and yeah, see you soon.